Hi everyone. So let's take a look at a kinetic energy problem. All right. So first things first. Let's start. Let's just pull up that kinetic energy equation. All right. We know that that's going to be K E is equal to 1/2 mv squared. All right. And so here's the situation we might see. We might see something like this. A child pushes their 3 kilogram toy, and they're or they're putting 12 joules of work into pushing this toy, and we want to know how fast it is after they've put in that work. All right. And so we know the work is 12 joules. We know the mass is going to be 3 kilograms. How fast is it going? All right. Well, the first thing that we could say is, well, we know the work being done is 12 joules, right? And anytime we're given the work, we know that the work being put into something is going to be the energy coming out. All right. So even though it says work is equal to 12 joules here, we can really say is that that car is going to have 12 joules of kinetic energy at the end. All right. So this Ke over here is actually going to be 12. All right. So it's 12 is equal to 1/2. We have the mass, right? 3 kilograms times v squared. All right. And so really all we got to do at this point is solve for v. All right. But there's a reason I chose this problem, and we'll get there. All right. But let's solve for v. All right. The first thing that I would that looks like we should do to me is maybe multiply both sides by 2, right? Because when we do this, the half goes away, this 2 goes away, right? And all we have to do is multiply the left side by 2. So that's going to be 24 is equal to 3v squared. All right. Again, we want to get v by itself, so we should divide by 3 on both sides, and we're left with 8 is equal to v squared. All right. And so is this our final answer? It's not. All right. Because v is not the same thing as v squared. All right. Another way we could think about this is that it's 8 is equal to v times v. Right. And that's not what we want. We want just v. Right. So let me erase this real quick. All right. So how do we solve for v? Well, we got to take the square root of v. All right. And in fact, we got to take the square root of both sides. Right? Because when we do this, the square root and the square are going to cancel with each other. And then we just got to find the square root of 8. All right. And when we do that, I already plugged it into the calculator, right? V is going to be equal to 2 point, I think it's like 8.3, something like that. And this is a velocity, so it's meters per second. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that was helpful. All right. If you have any questions, please let me, Mr. Johnson, know. See ya.